Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 10-6. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Check it out in its entirety. There's lots of different pages. I only usually read from just a few pages during Bull City Hangout because I want to try to keep the show under control and I don't want to take up all of your afternoon. So anyway, I'm going to tell you what's happening today in Durham via Bull City Hangout. I do invite you to click on that link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera. Look who's here. First one here. Boom. Old school fist bump. As always, old school Dave, who put your comment on this. Hey, Dave. Hope you had I had a really good weekend. I hope you did too, for sure. And actually, before I start the show, I want to give two shout outs. First, to my godmother, Mamie Alston. She turned 100 years old yesterday. That was incredible. So I visited her. She's in a nursing home now. And I guess she's doing okay. I mean, when you're 100, I shouldn't say you. I mean, I've met some people who are still, up and at them at 100. But yeah, I think she's tired. She's tired, and she's doing as well as can be expected when you're 100 and totally worn out. But she lived an incredible life as a school teacher, and of course, she's my godmother. Her husband was Prop Alston. He's kind of famous. Frank was his full name, Frank Howard Alston. He was the Now when I was a little kid, he was the dean of boys at Hillside High School, and then he became the I think he was the assistant principal and then the principal of Hillside for a while. And my aunt actually taught at Hillside and a couple other different schools too. But anyway, I just wanted to give a big happy birthday shout out to my godmother, Mamie Vincent Alston. Incredible lady. So, oh, thank you, Dave. Dave is saying happy freaking 100. Yeah, 100. Yeah, that's quite the milestone to reach 100 years old. That's pretty darn incredible. And like I said, a lot of people at 100 are totally exhausted. And I'm not going to be ashamed to say that she's ready to go. She knows she's had a great life, and she told me yesterday she's ready to go on to glory, so to speak. And when it's time for her to go, I'm sure she will easily get to the pearly gates because she was is an incredible person. Another shout out to the South Side. What's her full name? South Side Church of Christ, because they threw the block party of all block parties. They had signs all over the community. I was like, I'm not used to churches just being so free with their advertising, inviting the whole city, it seemed. But boy, if you want to learn how to run a a block party, big outdoor event, you need to study what they did Saturday. I know it wasn't the first, it might have been the second annual, I'm not sure, a block party. It was called Bless the Block Party. They did it. Let me tell you just one quick example. And then I'm trying to respect your time and not talking too much. So I got to tell you this quick story. Okay. So I was there to set up a table for a senior pharmacist. I wasn't sure where to go. So I drove up and people immediately hopped out. They had on their Southside t-shirts. So I knew they were in charge. And they asked me, where I was supposed to be. I said, I'm not sure. They said, do you have a tent? I said, no, but I have a 6-foot table. So they found a space for me. And they're very sensitive. They said, well, you're a senior pharmacist, so I know you want to talk to people. So we won't put you right in front of the music. And the DJ, by the way, is Public Enemy's DJ. So they've got the connections. So anyway, apparently he prays at that church. He attends that church. So anyway, after I unloaded the car, I asked them, do I park on the street, right? And they said, yeah, we'll park on the street, and the golf cart will follow you to to bring you back. So I parked not a block away, and the golf cart was right there. They said, hop on. They took me back to the parking lot of the church. I've never seen that before. That was so hip to have the golf cart driving people around. First class all the way. Oh, and Dave is saying we always have time for a good story. Oh, thank you, Dave. Yeah, I do like to get a little involved with the stories. But yeah, I just had to tell you that because when you do good work and you do a good job, you you deserve the accolades. And sometimes people forget to do that. And they sometimes people forget to give folks accolades until they quit doing it. So I like to give them their flowers right now. Okay, now let's do Bull City Hangout because you have a whole afternoon ahead of you, and so do I. So let me just do my ID. There we go. So let me put on my specs. Let me get my keyboard out the way. I don't want to accidentally send the show into orbit accidentally. Let's see. Let's see. So it's Monday, and I do want to let you know that there are almost always, vacancies, the various city committees and commissions. So let's see if there are any openings this week. Oh, I misspoke. There are no openings this week. That's rare. Okay, well, let me tell you so you can get ready for next week. They will be trying to fill vacancies on the Citizens Advisory Committee, the Durham Affordable Housing Implementation Committee, and the Participatory Budgeting Steering Committee Youth. Okay, there you go. So now you know to go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the Word page. That's a nonprofit and government information page. And then you can see what you need to do to get ready for joining one of these committees. All right, let's see. I'm going to try to keep this show under control. So what I'm going to do is just to list just a couple additional things. The Durham County Libraries are all open until 8, and then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10 tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Oh, Election Day is tomorrow. Well, National Night Out is tomorrow, but Election Day is tomorrow too. So you can't vote today. The last day to do the early voting was Saturday. So, of course, you don't vote on Sundays. Can't vote today. So, if you haven't voted yet, then you have to wait till tomorrow. And if you don't know where to vote, I actually have on the legal page and on the Word page places where you can click, enter your address, and then find out where exactly you go to vote tomorrow. And the polls are open nice and early, and you can vote before work or before school if you'd like to do that. Don't forget your photo ID, and if you're not sure what can serve as a photo ID besides a driver's license, which is what most people use, then you can definitely see the list right there in the Durham Skywriter for the different photo IDs that you can use in order to vote. All righty, let's see what else is happening. Oh, let's check with Durham Tech Small Business Center. It's downtown. It's in the Chesterfield building on the second floor, I think it is. And then they have these online classes for people who want to become a business person, business owner, or if you've already started a business, you want to do better, you can definitely do that. So let's see. Oh, first, let me tell you what's happening tomorrow. So, 701 West Main Street is the address of the Durham Tech Small Business Center, second floor. So, this is going to be in Spanish. If you know people who are starting a business, already started a business, and they prefer to get their information in Spanish, let them know that tomorrow from 10 until 1, there will be a very special event, Cafe Emprendedor. That's their entrepreneurial coffee series. I'm going to try to say this. ¿Cómo te relacionas con tus clientes? Preventa, venta, postventa. And that is how you relate to your customers pre-sale, during the sale, and post sale. This information is in Spanish and letting you know in English so that if you know someone who speaks Spanish, let them know that they can click. The instructions are in Spanish on the Word page, and they can go ahead and register for that. It is from 10 until 1. Also, they have their own parking lot just south. So you can enter the building from the parking lot, through the parking lot. So there's plenty of parking. And then if there isn't plenty of parking, Peabody, which is the street that is like right there, you can park for free up to 2 hours. So this event is, let's see, well, it's 3 hours. You might have to move your car once, but if you can squeeze in the parking lot, you should be just fine because it's free. Now, let me see about the online classes that are being offered across the state, totally free. Telling your business story through marketing, that is this afternoon from 4 until 6. Got the link for you right there so you can register. How to increase your credit score to over 740 points. Prepare for a bank business loan. That's going to be tonight from 6 until 8. And then Nonprofit Series Part 5, Advanced Grant Writing, and that is from 6 until 8. So even if you missed parts 1 through 4, don't worry about it. Go ahead and attend and learn about grant writing because it's very important. You can write a grant as a nonprofit, as a for-profit, as an individual, so or member of a neighborhood group, whatever, school. So even though this is geared to nonprofits, it's free. So if you're curious, go ahead and why not? It's a couple of hours out of your day. You might learn a lot that can help. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a lot on this page. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, something just popped in my mind. Let me write down October 11th. There's going to be a workshop. Siembra NC is going to run a workshop, and I need to write that down to remember to remind you next week about this workshop. Um, oh, that's this Saturday. It's not next week. Ooh, so I'm going to get the details and I'll be able to tell you about that later. But Durham is being targeted by far right um, activists because they're upset that Durham is so open and inclusive. We're just too cool for the rest of North Carolina. Did I say that out loud? Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're being targeted. So we need to learn what to do when people sick ice on our communities. We need to know what to do, what's legal to do, and what is recommended to do when ice is spotted in the community. So there's going to be a big workshop held by Siembra NC. They're in charge of such activities, how to resist, how to inform, etc. So I'll be able to tell you about that real soon. I wrote down the date and Siembra NC, and I'll be able to get that info and let you know what's happening. Alrighty. Oh, let's check with SCORE because that's the Service Corps of Retired Executives. They teach people how to run a business. You can get a mentor. You can take a workshop. So let's see if there's anything happening today. Nothing today. Their next workshop, in fact, is going to be on Thursday. So I'll let you know in a couple of days about that. And let's go over to the. Let's go to the. Let's. Where are we going? To Your Health. Yeah, let's go to the To Your Health page. Now, because of this event at Southside, I got a bunch of information that I'll be entering this week. So I have some more research studies to add to the already nice list of research studies that I already have on the health page. So stay tuned for that. And what I'm going to do now is to look for the, let's see, yeah, let's look for the blood drive. Yeah, let's do that. Hmm. So the American Red Cross's next blood drive won't be until Friday. Okay. Blood Connection, their next blood drive is Thursday. So I'll keep you posted on those. Now, tomorrow, HELP will be in business, the Health Equipment Loan Program. They're open on Tuesdays and Fridays. So tomorrow from 10 until 2, you can stop by 4206 North Roxborough Street, and you can donate items that you don't need anymore. Items like walkers, wheelchairs, canes, crutches. Got the whole list right there on the health page. And if you don't have anything to donate, but you need something, definitely stop by because what they do with these items that are donated, they disinfect them, repair them, and then loan them out. for 3 months at a time, which is really great. Totally free. So it's run by the county. Check it out. Read about it by going to durhamskywriter.com and then go to your health page. And School Davis, people power fist. Yes, indeed. You know that's right. You know that is right. So that's going to be tomorrow from 10 until 2. If you can't make it tomorrow, then just know that they're also open on Fridays from 1 until 5. And again, that's 4206 North Roxborough Street. Okay, let's go to, you know what? I was so busy this weekend because yesterday I was at the Vets to Vets United 5K walk and run. So I was DJing, and then right after that, I went to visit Aunt Mamie in the nursing home for her 100th birthday. So I didn't have time to enter all the new information from the Our Times October edition of Durham Center for Senior Life. You might want to stop by and pick up one of these if you'd like to visit them at 406 Rigsby Avenue. Lots of great activities. So hopefully this afternoon, I'll be able to finish inputting the information so that I can visit the Senior Scope page every day and let you know what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. So I can't do that today because I haven't finished compiling the information. So I'm going to go directly now to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page. Let's go there. Oops, I accidentally clicked on something. Wait a minute. Let me try it again. Let me go back to Durham Skywriter and then click on the Let's Go page. There we are. Excellent. Oh, today is the Elizabeth Street United Methodist Church food giveaway. They do this on first Mondays. So they have this food giveaway in the parking lot across the street from the church, and that address is 1209 North Elizabeth Street. So the giveaway is from 2 until 4, but you can stop by and get a number between 12:30 and 2 if you want to sort of hop the line. I don't know how that's done when it's a drive through, but that's what they say. But anyway, between 2 and 4 is when they actually give away the groceries. And again, that is 1209 North Elizabeth Street. Okay, now New Visions of Africa restaurant, they'll be doing their thing. They do this every weekday from 3 until 6, and that is giveaway meals. And these are one-off meals, not grocery hauls. These are just meals for people who are struggling and hungry. Some people are living in situations where they don't have kitchen access, so it's a good idea to stop by New Visions at 1306 Fayetteville Street between 3 and 6 on weekdays and get a little something to eat. The Heritage Rhythms African Dance class is at the Hayti Heritage Center on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. Tonight from 6:30 until 8, upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium, and you get into the deep breathing and the conditioning, and then the cardio intensive African dance moves. In other words, a good workout. The class fee is $10, and you can visit the Facebook page for more information. The Glass Jug Beer Lab, they're having their disc golf putting tournament, and that is a fancy way to play frisbee. So if you have 3 good putters, frisbee putters, bring those, and then you pay $6 to enter the double elimination random doubles tournament, and that is at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that's not downtown, the other one, which is at 5410 Highway 55. And they'll be playing from 6:30 until 9, and registration starts at 6. The Crunk Club Durham's weekly Crank Arm Durham Run starts at and returns to the Crank Arm Brewing Company, 620 Fernway Avenue. That's from 6:30 until 10:30, so you can choose either to run the 3-mile or the 5-mile route, and I think the weather is going to be perfect for it. So you can join the Facebook group for more information. Got the link for you right there on the Let's Go page. And let's see. And that is from 6:30 until 10:30. All righty, let's see. Now this sounds really, really fascinating. The Duke Human Rights Center at the Franklin Humanities Institute, which is at 114 South Buchanan Boulevard. They're hosting the When I Say Africa film screening and discussion. That's going to be tonight from 7 until 9. So, this is a documentary and it's part of the Rights Camera Action film series. So, I'm going to quote them directly because they said it best. So, this documentary turns the lens on the West's stereotypes of Africa from the first European adventurers' sketches up to pop culture today. That should be really, really interesting. So, after the screening of this documentary, which is called When I Say Africa, they're going to have a discussion with the film's co producer, Professor Catherine Mathers from the Practice in International Comparative Studies and Cultural Anthropology, that's at Duke University, and Professor Christopher Uma from the Department of English. So, they'll be talking about the film's continued relevance through the years, including the challenges like the destruction of U.S. aid. That should be real interesting. This should be really good. I mean, wow. So it's free admission. They do want you to register. They want to make sure they have enough room for everybody who wants to see this, and also, of course, to enjoy the conversation afterwards. So this is going to be held in the Ahmadiyya Family Lecture Hall in Smith Warehouse Bay 4. So I think the address is officially 114 South Buchanan, but you'll see that it's a series of like warehouse uh, buildings. So again, that's the Ahmadiyya Family Lecture Hall in Smith Warehouse. Look for Bay 4. And it's free. Now, tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they're going to have rabies vaccination clinics. They do this on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You call. You make your appointment between 9:30 and 11 or between 2 and 3:30, and then you take your pet to 3005 Glen Road plus $10 exact change, and then your pet can be vaccinated for rabies. Rabies is very, very dangerous. Once an animal gets rabies, I think they have to be put down. And once you get bitten by an animal with rabies, and in fact, let me warn you, because sometimes kids are excited when they see uh, friendly animals, animals that aren't usually friendly, like deer or what do you call those things? Raccoons or uh, even squirrels. So if they're suddenly friendly and approaching you, run away. Tell the child, do not approach, do not extend the hand, turn tail and run. I don't know if that was a pun or not. But yeah, when animals are unusually friendly, very often their brains are scrambled because they have rabies. And when you get bitten by a rabid animal, you have to take all these shots. I know when I was a kid, I don't know if you still have to take like 21 shots. I think if I remember correctly, you have to take like 21 shots. I don't know what it is nowadays. I have no idea. Maybe I need to find out. But I do know you have to get a series of shots. So Dave said rabies reminds me of Cujo. You know what? I know that's a movie about like an evil animal of some kind. Yeah. Okay, I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Thanks, Dave, for that. But yeah, and you probably know about that because you live in Texas, so you have all kinds of animals that we don't. I know you guys have. We call those things amarillos or armadillos or something. You got scorpions and all kinds of animals down there in Texas. But yeah, if an animal approaches, unless you're at the zoo and they're used to being hand fed apples and stuff, yeah, yeah, don't let animals approach you that, you know, and that's true for dogs. I mean, if you don't know the dog and they're like, running up to you, no. Mm-mm. If you don't know them, don't pet her. I'm just saying. A couple more things happening tomorrow. The East Regional Library, they had the over 50 crowd for the older set like me. Basically, it's for people who are older 50. You hang out. You go to 211 Lick Creek Lane, and from 10 until 11:30, you get to hang out with other old folks. And you get free coffee and tea. And just chat, hang out, talk about the latest books you read, movies you watched, etc., etc. And maybe you went to see the When I Say Africa documentary and you want to talk about it, you can do so at the Over 50 crowd tomorrow at the East Regional Library. Now, a couple more things. Okay, one more thing. The City Talk Toastmasters Club, that is virtual. And very often, if you stop in, and it is free, anybody can attend from noon until 1. And you'll notice if you know people who work with the city, you'll recognize some faces. That is the Toastmasters Club that many city and county people belong to. And that is where they practice their public speaking skills. So I attended last month, I dropped in. And it was really fun. It was really nice. I saw a couple of familiar faces, and I was able to say hi. So from noon until 1, you can definitely visit them. They're on Zoom. I've got the link for you so that you can join. It's tomorrow at noon. New Visions of Africa restaurant at 1306 Fayetteville Street. They're going to have their grocery giveaway tomorrow. They do this every Tuesday starting at 12:30 while supplies last. They give away a lot of food. Now, at 1306 Fayetteville, they're right next door to W.D. Hill. So you can park in that recreation center's parking lot. They don't mind at all. So see if you can do that. If you're on the bus, it's the 5 or the 5K bus. And yeah, you can get free groceries. If you happen to have one of those rollaway carts, take that with because sometimes they give away. I've seen people struggle, but sometimes they give away an awful lot of food. And some people are trying to get on the bus with all that food. So if you have a cart, definitely do that. If you've got those strong bags, in fact, let me show you the bag that I use for the farmer's market. I'm putting my iPad over here. Let me show you this bag. It's really great for groceries and food and stuff. If you have one of these bags, it's really strong. See if you can bring that. Otherwise, they have bags, but sometimes it just gets unwieldy because they're so generous. Because Sid and his crew, they're really generous. So that is it for the announcements. And now let's do the weather. It feels perfect right now. I mean, let's find out what it's going to be this afternoon. Oh, no wonder it feels perfect. 78 degrees. What could be more perfect? Oh, it's probably more perfect where Dave is. He's in Texas. I'll bet it's 83. I'll bet you it's 83 in Texas. But anyway, it's 78 here in Durham, and it's going to be mostly sunny. Let me check. Looks like it's going to be all sunny. I don't see a cloud on my app shows total sun until 6:51, which is sunset. The high today will be 81 degrees. That's fantastic. I'm loving it. Okay. And clear night. Okay. Now, tomorrow, the high will be 81 again. And it'll be partly sunny tomorrow. Now, the low tonight will be 57. So you might want to have maybe like a little light blanket there. And Dave is saying the weather feels perfect. Well, of course, it's Texas. I mean, does it ever get cold? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I know it's perfect where you are. But yeah, it's perfect where we are too. So there. So it's going up to 81 today and tomorrow. Now it looks like the rest of the week, oh my goodness. It looks like we're going to have rain the rest of the week because 75 to Wednesday and all the way down to 67 on Thursday with rain from 80 to 35% Wednesday through next Monday. Thunderstorms next Monday. There must be, I wonder if that hurricane is still hugging the East Coast. I have no idea. I need to check that. But anyway, I was so busy this weekend. I didn't look at the weather, the news. I mean, France might have disappeared off the map for all I know. It might have joined the moon or something. I wouldn't even know it. But anyway, the weather's perfect, so there's that. So enjoy the rest of the day. It looks like tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day as well. Let me see if I'll be doing the show live tomorrow. 'Cause I know something's on my calendar. Oh, National Night Out is tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll be doing the show live tomorrow. And don't forget, National Night Out is tomorrow. What you need to do, what you can do, invite you to check out the how to page. I have listed all of the National Night Out events starting at as early as 1 o'clock. You know that the Durham Police Department, they're going to be, well, I can't say kicking it off anymore because some people are beating them to the punch, but they're going to have their own big National Night Out event at 4. And I'll be playing music at El Centro Hispano tomorrow from 5 until 7. And what I need to do is to check the Durham Police Department's list of events. You can go there too, if you like to see all the different events, if you're unaware of your community's having an event or not. But I will be updating the list on the how to page so you have one place to see all the information. The police did not, unless they change their website, they do not have everything listed in chronological order. They're listed in chronological order on the how to page because that's how I do. So I'll be updating it this afternoon. And Dave is saying, have a great afternoon, buddy. Thank you as always. Thank you so much, Dave. I love it when you drop by. I really do. Thank you so much. And DJ Pitty Pat gonna be spent. You know I will. I went through all of my hippest music. I'll be playing a lot of Hispanic music, of course, Latino music. I'll be playing music from Honduras, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Mexico, um, let's see, and other places. So yeah, and of course, I'll be playing black music, white music, all the good music. I'll just be playing good music. I'll be playing some K-pop. I'll be playing piano. I'll be playing all the good stuff. And if if this year's National Night Out was like last year's National Night Out in front of El Centro Hispano and El Futuro over there by the Scrap Exchange and the Lincoln Community Health Center and Lowe's, not Lowe's, that used to be Lowe's. Oh boy, Food Lion. Oh my God, Marcella Skurlock Jones. What? Long time no see. Wow. Where have you been? Where have I been? Hello. Um, my phone number is listed. Did I list the phone number? I need to add my phone number. I have my email. Yeah. If you have a pencil, real quick, you can find my phone number easily by going to drumskywriter.com. But let me give it to you real quick. 919 I have a new phone number. So if you have my card, this is a different number. 270-8431. Give me a call. We need to reconnect. So that's 919-270-8431. Yes. Oh boy. Okay. So give me a call so we can reconnect. Marcella Skurlock Jones. Yes, indeed. Okay. And with that, what a beautiful surprise. Love that. But it is time for me to end the show. So hopefully we'll be talking real soon. And of course, Dave, thank you for watching the show live as well. And with that, have a beautiful evening. And I will see you tomorrow at noon. And don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.